Hi everybody, here is the second video in our Girl Scout Journey series, I guess. And so we're going to continue our road trip. And so for this road trip, remember we talked about how you say have a great trip to everybody when they're leaving. And we were going to learn how to say that in different languages. So today we're going to learn how to say it in French and Turkish. To say have a great trip, it's bon voyage. So Mary the marigold is French, so she might say bon voyage to somebody. But Tula the tulip is from Turkey, and it's the same in Turkish. So they both might say bon voyage to somebody. So if you remember in the first video, we talked about our feelings and how we were feeling. So today we'll talk about how other people might be feeling. So maybe you can ask somebody else in your house how they're feeling today. Or you can try and guess how they're feeling. Do you think that they're happy today or sad? Or maybe one of your parents hasn't had their coffee yet and they're tired. Or maybe they're bored. You could write that down and add it to your blue bucket of feelings that we started last time. But then you can also start reading in this book. We'll start with, you can start reading chapter 1 about Lupe's powder blue pedal power car, and they start going on their journey. And so when they're on their journey, you'll hear about how the flower friends all help each other. And, you know, that's a great thing to do for being helpful and responsible for each other. And so you can think about, like, if you and your parent were stopping at your friend's house when you were walking to school, but your friend wasn't ready yet, what would you do to try and help them? Would you yell at them and say, hurry up? Why aren't you ready yet? Or would you say, like, it's okay, like, to be a little bit late, like, don't rush. Or maybe you'll help her. Maybe you'll help grab her backpack and make sure she has, you know, her gloves or something like that, right? That's all good at being helpful and caring. So maybe you can pretend and talk to a grown-up or maybe your brothers or sisters about how you could help each other. And then, so for today, your nature thing to do is to go outside. It can just be in your yard, or if it's raining or too cold out, or you can't go outside today for some reason, you can just look outside. Write down all the colors you can see. And it doesn't just have to be blue or green or yellow, like regular colors. You can try and think of fancy colors like violet or magenta or turquoise, something like fancy like sienna. You might even look at, like, are all the tree branches and the tree bark all the same shade of brown? They're not quite the same, right? And if you don't know the color or the name of just a shade of a color, maybe you can think of your own names, right? Like reddish, purpley brown or something. So the next time you walk outside, bring a piece of paper, see how many colors you can write down. I haven't done this yet, so we're gonna see how many colors I can do, and maybe we'll talk about it the next video. And then when you come back, how many colors did you find? Were there any colors that you were hoping to find that you couldn't find? Like, blue is usually hard to find in nature, especially if it's cloudy out like today and the sky isn't even blue. You know, colors can make you feel different ways. Like, lots of people think that, like, yellow is a happy color, or red is an angry color, or blue is a relaxing color. So you can think about how all those colors on your list make you feel. So don't forget, ask somebody in your family or see how they're feeling, and see if you can guess how they're feeling, and write that down. Then you can ask them how they actually are feeling, and you can write their answer down and add it all to your bucket of feelings. And you can finish reading chapter 1, and I'll be back for our third video next time. Have fun!